And with the information I'm telling you, I'm going to be showing you, trust me, you can do so much, like, because this is sound design, right? So you can make loops, you can sell your loops using this, you know. You can actually make loop packs with Exhale. Sell them, presets, sell them, make your money. So today I'm going to be showing you 5 cool ways to use Exhale's loop feature, okay? We're gonna be in the engine settings today because the engine settings you're gonna see makes all of the difference, okay? You can do so much with just one preset, okay? We're gonna be talking about the loop feature, what you can do with the loops. I'm sure you'll learn something new and get a new idea. So what I like to do is I like to do these videos and it'll spark inspiration, right? You'll be like, oh, and 5 cool things about the loop feature in Exhale, and also 5 ways to use the loop feature in Exhale, okay? I am now an Output partner program, okay? And they saw some videos I did on Arcade, which is a whole lot. So check out my playlist check out my playlist for Output period. I got a lot of videos for Output and I get under the hood of things. So if you don't have Arcade, please use my link to get it for 30 days for free, okay? I do get a percentage. So even with the 30-day free trial, you can cancel it if you don't like it, but I do get a percentage of that. So that's dope. I really appreciate Output. And also use my link to purchase Exhale, okay? And I do get a percentage off what you use, just being transparent. Thank you. Let's get into this video. In my 5 cool ways that I use Arcade's loop mode, I'm gonna be showing you. So of course I said that, all right. Anyway, so I have Exhale opened up here and complete control and Logic Pro X. I love to do my tutorials in Logic Pro X. I use this a lot in Machine, though I love to use them. I love to use this with the pads. So Exhale has 2 menu pages. You have the main page and you have the engine page. We're going to be mostly on the engine page today, okay? These pages houses the functioning for sculpting, editing, and creating the sound that you want. On the main page, which a lot of you probably stay on, and if you're new, you're probably going to stay on this page, but I'm going to encourage you to get into the sound designing aspect of Exhale. This page is where you will find the presets. You can find the, description for the preset you want. Like you can go to atmospheric, cinematic. You can even go to percussion. You can click them all at once, or you can click one at once. All right, you can just click atmospheric, or you can atmospheric and complex, and electro, okay? But I'm just gonna be using atmospheric, and I already have my preset that we're gonna be using, which is R&B-ish, or it's R&B-ish, but I like R&B-ish. I'm sure a lot of us, if you are an Exhale user, that you may have used this, you know what I'm saying? So I use it because you can't go wrong with it, honestly. You can make R&B music, and you can make trap. You can make R&B samples, and you can make trap samples. Now, what I'm going to be showing you mostly is how to make your samples loop sound like a sample, okay? Because that's how I like to use it. That's why I bought it, because I'm like, okay, well, I don't have to get it cleared if I use, vocals. And I could tweak some vocals and make it sound like a sample. I could tweak myself, make it sound like a sample. So this is going to give you a lot of ideas, okay? All right, so let's go to the engine page. We're going to be in loops mode today, right? All right, so the first cool way I still use Arcade is in loops mode, okay? That's the main thing, all right? That's why it's #1 loops mode, okay? Loop mode has 40 different presets banked. So if I go to here and I go to where it says solo chorus, this is the name of your preset loop kit. It has, different loops in a kit, but I want to show you what I mean. All right, so if you go here where it says source A, okay, when you're in loops mode, you go to solo chorus, all right? And as you can see, down here we have the source menu. There are 40 different note kits in one preset, okay? And the reason why it's 40 is because you have 20 on each page. You got 2 pages, page 1, page 2, right? And here you can see solo chorus is selected out of all of the ones that you can select, all right? So in the note kit, you have 13 different loops, okay? If you have 40 different loop kits and you have 13 loops per kit, that means there's 520. That's the math that I got, all right? I'm not good with math, all right? I'm a creative person, but good. I go say that. I go count myself out. All right, so you have 520 different loops. All right, so I'm about to play with these. So I'm going to just be playing the first and second note, right? I'm playing the C and D. All right, so if I go to a different loop bank, it's going to be different loops. That's why this is my number one cool thing about using Exhale. I still use it like this. I love to just tweak the loops and everything like that. So at the top of Exhale's engine page is your source panel, okay? The source panel is where you modify the characteristics of your sound before any effects or modulation takes place. Over here is where your note settings are. You know, this is where you have settings for your notes in a loop kit, okay? So that's why the number two cool thing about Exhale's loops option is pitching for me, because I love a pitching, okay? So what's dope about the pitching is that you can change the pitching for an individual loop. So you can change the pitching for one. I can make that 12. I can make that. I can make that negative 12. If I wanted to, I'm just showing you. And then it goes all the way down to 36, and it goes all the way up to 36. That'd be a cool little bass sound. If you have a bass line, add that. Or you can go all the way to 36. It's just pitching and just giving different dynamics to a loop, a specific loop in a kit, okay? So if you go to edit all, you can reset tuning, and it'll reset all of the tuning back to its original settings. Edit all changes everything in the note settings area. So you can reset the volume, because you can control the volume there. Reset the panning, the tuning, of course, the sample start, reverse, all those things you can reset like that. So the third cool thing about Exhale loops is that you can change the sample start area. Now this is small, but it's big, because it's basically you can use a chop that you like. I can put that here. So you can change the sample start area. You can use a totally different part of the loop. All right, the cool thing about this, so the cool thing is that when you choose a different kit, you just playing around, you just want to try some different stuff, it's not going to change the sample start rate, okay? So the fourth cool thing about Exhale's loops are the beat adjustments. This is how I make melodies using the loops in a loop kit to sound like a sample. All right, so you can speed it up. But I'm gonna have to show you better than I can tell you, okay? All right, so the fifth cool thing for me about Exhale's loops is the format shifting option, okay? This changes the perceived acoustic resonance for a sound, okay? So it really doesn't change the pitch, even though sometimes it sounds like that, but it's just really changing the acoustics, right? So say if I change the format shift to, let's say just low right now, do 12. It's not changing the pitch. It affects the tonality and the overtones of a sound. This is our note settings. That's what we learned today, right? You can reverse, you can adjust the panning, the tuning, and the volume as well. In the source panel, you can edit so much and just make it really unique. So I'm going to make a loop really fast to show you what I meant, because even though my list of 5, is seemingly simple, you can do so much with it. So I'm gonna make a loop real quick. So here I have Arcade pulled up right here. There you go. I got some drip. I got the top shot kit. Let me put it in the right key. E flat major. You see how it just loops. I'm gonna just push L. It's gonna unloop that in Logic Pro X. And then you see how it's nothing recorded. but you can clearly see my MIDI there. So people always ask me, why is it I can't hear my loop playback when I record and it's recorded and everything? The reason why is because it's not quantized. So all you gotta do is press the Q, and there you go. All right, so let me put TV down here. All right, I'm gonna do T to get back center, and I'm gonna just turn it down. I like it clean like that, but let me see what I could do real fast. Thermal. I love thermal. I'm about to try to find a loop. So let's go to our number 1, which was going to our, loop banks. I'm gonna go through it. Quantize. Alright, so let's mess with the speed to show you how it can give it that feel. So right now it's on 1. Alright, I like that. I could tweak it. So let's do the format shift. So I'm about to play with the reverb a little bit. Watch. I know I didn't teach on this, but I'm about to just see how it sounds. Okay, so then I'm about to just, I like to talk. Alright, so I'm playing with some of the talk. Now the talk kind of does something like the format shift, in which it messes with the, perceived Q6 and things like that. But it's still kind of different, you know what I'm saying? Let's play with the rhythm real fast. Alright, let me go to another one. I like the atmosphere phaser. You see it sound more soulful like that. Alright, so then that's what it is. That's my little loop for today. You can play with a bunch of these. I'm not gonna get into it because we'll be here all day. But yeah, you may be thinking like, of course I know these things, but it's gonna spark an idea in you. So thank you for watching. I am Meek.